Violet, hey! Great work today. Sorry to text you so late. Hope I'm not interrupting anything. Whitney, good evening. It's a bit unusual to get a text from you outside of work. Is something wrong? Oh, no, not at all. In fact, I'm texting with good news. You know how we had that big planning meeting today? Yes? Well, your proposal was a huge hit. Everyone absolutely loved it. I just had to call and thank you. Wait, my proposal? Yeah. But you told me you weren't going to submit mine. Of course I did. Because it's mine now. What? Ugh, you're so slow sometimes. I took your proposal and presented it as my own, and guess what? It killed in that meeting. You're joking. Nope, everyone was super impressed. I got a ton of praise. Honestly, I should be thanking you. Are you serious right now? That proposal was my work, my idea, my research, my time. You had nothing to do with it. Oh, come on, don't be so uptight. I put it to good use, didn't I? If anything, you should be honored. Honored? You stole my work. Wow, you really are naive, huh? Listen, sweetheart, this is just how things work. The ones on top take the credit, and the little grunts like you get to feel good knowing your work made a difference. Are you even listening to yourself? Yeah, I know. You're mad. You'll get over it. You should actually be grateful. At least your ideas are getting recognized, even if it's under my name. Grateful? And watch your tone, by the way. You do remember who you're talking to, right? I'm your senior. A little respect would be nice. This has nothing to do with respect. This is the third time you've done this. I let it slide before, but I won't anymore. Oh, please, don't act all high and mighty just because you're a little competent. You've been nothing but a pain in my ass ever since you got here. A pain? I've done nothing but my job. That's exactly the problem. You're always working so hard, making the rest of us look bad. And now other people in the office think they can start questioning me too. That's not my fault. Maybe they just finally see the truth. Oh, shut up. You don't get to act all righteous. You're just some overseas newbie with a face nobody wants to look at. And in my department, nobody questions me. That's completely ridiculous. If you keep acting like this, someone's going to call you out. You can't keep getting away with it. Huh! You think so? Well, newsflash, I already did, and I will again. Nothing's going to happen to me, sweetheart. We'll see about that. I'm taking this straight to Richard. I'm done letting you walk all over me. Go ahead. You really think Richard's going to do anything? This company doesn't care who did the work, only who takes the credit. And guess what? That's me. Richard, I apologize for contacting you so late. I know it's outside work hours, but this is important.
Violet, no problem at all. Though texting me after hours, that's not like you. Something big must be going on.
Yes, it's about Whitney.
Whitney? Go on.
I need to report something regarding her conduct.
Her conduct? What, she snapped at you again? Took an extra long lunch break? Come on, Violet, whatever it is, I doubt it's worth calling me this late.
No, it's serious. This isn't the first time, but Whitney has been sabotaging my work.
Sabotaging?
Yes. She's deliberately deleting my files, making public insults within earshot, and this is the most serious part. Today, she stole my project proposal.
Stole it?
Yes, she took the proposal I wrote, the one I spent weeks working on, and presented it as her own in today's meeting.
Huh, I see. So?
Excuse me?
I mean, so what?
So what? Richard, she took my work and claimed it as hers. That's unethical. It's plagiarism. She's been harassing me for weeks. This can't just be ignored.
You really are young.
What's that supposed to mean?
Violet, I thought you were smarter than this. You're capable, I'll give you that. You're sharp, talented, but naive.
Naive?
Yeah, you think this kind of thing is black and white? That all you have to do is file a complaint and the bad guy gets punished? That's not how the world works.
What does that even mean?
It means you need to learn how things really operate. Whitney is your senior. She has experience. You, on the other hand, are still new. If you were smart, you'd know better than to challenge her.
Are you saying I should just accept this? That I should let her get away with taking credit for my work?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
That's ridiculous.
No, Violet, what's ridiculous is thinking you can survive in this company without knowing how to play the game.
The game?
Yeah, this isn't about right or wrong. It's about knowing where you stand. And right now, you're out of line.
Out of line? I'm the victim here.
Victim? Come on, you're better than that.
Richard, this is blatant misconduct. How can you just brush it off like it's nothing?
Because it is nothing. You really don't get it, do you?
Oh, I get it just fine. You're protecting her.
That's an interesting theory.
And I think I know why.
Oh, do tell.
The rumors.
Ah, those.
So they're true.
Now, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Rumors are just that, rumors.
You're not even denying it.
Denying, confirming, Violet, what difference does it make?
It makes a huge difference. If you're in a personal relationship with her, of course you'd cover for her.
Heh, you're quick, I'll give you that.
Unbelievable.
You can be as outraged as you want, but here's the thing. Whether or not the rumors are true is irrelevant. What is relevant is that you're making a mistake.
How is standing up for myself a mistake?
Because it's pointless. You think Whitney is untouchable because of me? No, no, no. She was untouchable long before I ever got involved. The difference between you and her, she knows how to play this game.
If by playing the game you mean cheating, lying, and stepping on people to get ahead, then no, I don't know how to play, and I never want to.
That's a shame, because if you keep this up, you're the one who's going to lose.
You're protecting a bully and a fraud.
And you're being foolish. You think you can fight this? You think taking this to HR will make a difference? It won't.
And why is that exactly?
Simple. Because I say so. See, you're too focused on Whitney when you should be worried about yourself. Do you really want to make an enemy of me?
You're threatening me.
Threatening? No, no, no. I'm warning you. There's a difference.
Oh, I see. This is how you keep people in line. Fear.
Fear? No, Violet, it's just reality.
Right, reality. Like the reality where you turn a blind eye to blatant misconduct.
Exactly. See, you're catching on.
Disgusting.
Watch your mouth. I'm trying to help you here.
Help me? By telling me to shut up and obey? By letting my work be stolen?
By keeping you from making a mistake you'll regret.
Oh, really? And what mistake would that be?
Fighting a battle you cannot win. And here's where it gets interesting. You see, you're not as untouchable as you think you are.
What's that supposed to mean?
Your fiancé.
What about him?
He works here too, doesn't he?
Yes, and?
It would be a shame if certain rumors started reaching his ears.
You wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't I?
You're seriously threatening to spread lies about me?
I never said that. I'm just saying people talk. And once a story starts spreading, well, who knows what might happen.
You really are sick.
No, Violet, I'm just in control.
Fine, I get it. I won't bring this up again.
That's more like it. Oh, one more thing.
What now?
Your wedding.
What about it?
Whitney and I will be attending on behalf of the department.
You're joking.
Not at all. It's been decided we wouldn't miss it for the world.
Looking forward to it. See you there. Richard told me everything. You really went and tattled on me, huh? Whitney. Ha! You're unbelievable. But too bad, it was all for nothing. Richard's on my side, just like I told you. Now do you get it? Going against me was the dumbest thing you could have done. I understand now. I understand exactly what kind of rotten place this department is. Oh, you still have the nerve to talk back? Wow, guess being ugly isn't your only problem. You're stupid too. Say whatever you want. I'm not going to lose to people like you. Huh, you sound so sure of yourself. You think you're some noble hero standing up for what's right? Let me tell you something, sweetheart. People like you never last. So I'm not the first then? Of course not. Plenty of idiots before you thought they could stand up to me. And guess what? They all ended up leaving, every last one of them, because you drove them out. Exactly. One by one, I made sure they had no choice but to quit. No one crosses me and stays. No, that wasn't just you. You had Richard protecting you. Ha! And what's wrong with that? You act all high and mighty, but in the end, you're just hiding behind his power. Doesn't that embarrass you? Embarrass me? Oh, please. This is how the world works, sweetheart. Women like me, beautiful, smart, and desirable, don't have to lift a finger. Men want to help me. It's not my fault they fall all over themselves trying to do it. You mean you use them? And it's not like I forced them. They chose to back me up. Meanwhile, nobody's coming to save you, Violet. You're all alone. We'll see about that. Oh, you still have fight left in you? How adorable! But let me make one thing clear. You've already lost. We'll see. Tch! I knew you'd be a pain. This is exactly why I have to crush you completely. And what exactly do you think you can do to me? You'll find out soon enough. Ever since you showed up, the others have started getting bold, like they've forgotten who's really in charge. That's your fault, and I'll make sure every last one of them remembers. You can try, but it won't matter. Because before you even get the chance, I'll report this to someone higher than Richard. What? I'll take this beyond him. I'll go straight to the top. You wouldn't dare. Watch me. You? Do you have any idea what you're doing? If you do this, I'll make sure you never work here again. I don't care anymore. The only ones who won't be left standing after this are you two. Fine. If that's how you want to play it, then we're done talking. Enjoy what little time you have left, because I'm going to make you regret this.
Violet, are you okay? I heard you were taken to the hospital. What the hell happened?
I'm okay, Dave, but I got burned on my face.
Your face? Wait, what? You're saying that so casually, but damn it, are you really okay?
Yeah, it's not as bad as it sounds. The doctor said it won't leave a scar, and in a few days it won't even be noticeable.
Are you sure? Oh, God, I was scared when I got the call. And the wedding! Damn it, Violet, the wedding is tomorrow!
I know. I'm so sorry, Dave. I know we've been waiting for this day for so long, and now...
What? No, stop! You don't have anything to apologize for! The wedding is not important right now. What matters is you! You got burned, Violet! Do you understand how serious that is?
I do, but really, I'm fine. It could have been worse. I was lucky.
Lucky? What the hell even happened? You were at work, right? How did this even happen?
It was Whitney.
Whitney? That co-worker of yours? What does she have to do with this?
She poured hot tea on me.
What?
She did it on purpose.
She what?
She poured it right on me, Dave. No accident, no mistake. She looked me in the eye and did it.
Are you fucking kidding me? She burned you on purpose and no one did anything?
No one was around when it happened, and when I checked the reports later, it says I burned myself.
What? That lying piece of... That means she covered it up, didn't she?
Yeah, and I think Richard helped her.
Richard, your boss?
Yeah, he's always taken Whitney's side. I'm guessing they agreed to call it an accident and pretend like nothing happened.
That's bullshit! That's a crime! How the hell can they just...
Because Whitney planned this from the start. She's been messing with me for a while now, but this time she wanted to make sure she'd get away with it. And thanks to Richard, she will.
No, she won't! I don't care what kind of power Richard thinks he has. I'm not letting this go!
Dave...
No, don't Dave me. Violet, you were looking forward to tomorrow more than anyone. You put everything into this wedding, and now because of that bitch, you're sitting here apologizing to me?
I wanted to stand beside you tomorrow and feel like I truly deserve to be your wife. I thought, once the wedding happened, I'd finally have that confidence. But now, I've ruined everything.
Ruined everything? What the hell are you talking about? You think some burn on your face changes anything between us? I'm not marrying you because of how you look.
Dave.
I love you, Violet. Not your face, not your appearance. You.
Thank you.
But this isn't over. I'm not letting those two get away with this.
Dave, wait.
What?
We don't have any proof.
I don't need proof. If I make a few calls, I can...
No, Dave. I know you're angry, and I love you for that, but listen to me. You're about to take on a leadership role. If you handle this the wrong way, it'll leave a mark on your reputation, and you can't afford that.
So what? You want me to just let it go? She hurt you, Violet. I can't just sit back and act like that's okay.
I don't want to let it go either. Which is why I'll handle it.
You will?
Yeah, I'll gather proof. Make sure they face the consequences. But I need to do it the right way. If I rush this, they'll cover their tracks even more.
You're seriously going to take them on yourself?
I can handle it. But if something happens, I'll count on you, okay?
Damn it, you're too good at this. Fine, but the second you need backup, you tell me.
I will. Thank you, Dave. Violet! Hey, about the wedding yesterday. My bad, lol. I got way too drunk and apparently said some rude stuff. Oops. Rude doesn't even begin to cover it. You crashed our speech and blurted out, "Wow, marrying a girl this ugly? The groom must be broke too, lol." Wait, hold up. I said that? Damn, that's next level savage, even for me. Well, I mean, be grateful I even bothered to show up at a bottom-tier loser's wedding, lol. You reached out to apologize, didn't you? And yet that's your attitude? Ugh, come on, I am apologizing, aren't I? I'm saying sorry for tearing your groom apart in my speech. What, you want me to grovel or something? I'm more shocked that you thought I wouldn't be upset. They say alcohol is the best of joys, but I guess there's still no cure for stupidity. The hell did you just say? You seriously getting cocky with me, you ugly little nobody? Watch your mouth. It's just the two of us messaging, isn't it? Unless you're hearing voices. That'd be kinda terrifying. Oh, wow. So now that you're married, you suddenly think you're hot shit? Just so you know, all that wedding makeup? Yeah, it made you look even uglier. Lol. And whose fault do you think that was? Huh? No clue. Lol. I mean, you were the one who embarrassed yourself, weren't you? Oh, that's the story we're going with? Well, for what it's worth, my husband was absolutely furious. Like I give a damn about some broke-ass husband throwing a tantrum. Oh, you really don't know, do you? Know what? I guess it's not surprising. You were already wasted when you showed up, after all. But fine, since you clearly missed it, let me enlighten you. Pfft, all right, let's hear it. What dumb excuse do you have, lol? My husband is the soon-to-be CEO of our company. Huh? What kind of bullshit is that? Do me a favor and stop lying. It's embarrassing. There's no way someone like him would marry a girl like you, lol. Oh, but why don't you know this already? Sure, he was stationed overseas right after joining, so he's been a bit under the radar. But if you'd been paying any attention, you would have noticed that the CEO and his wife were seated at the groom's parents' table. Oh wait, you were too wasted to see that, weren't you? No, there's just no way! If you don't believe me, why don't you ask Richard? His face went completely pale when he found out. I bet he'd love to explain it to you in detail, lol.
Richard, thank you for attending the wedding the other day. Did you enjoy yourself? Of course! And I must say you are one lucky man, having someone as extraordinary as Violet by your side. She's honestly something else. Even in our department, no one comes close to her. She's a standout, a real asset. What's with all this flattery? The way you're speaking to me, constantly putting her on a pedestal. This sudden wave of praise is almost too much, don't you think? At this point, no amount of compliments is gonna make me forget what's already happened. So if you're here to apologize, that's not going to cut it. Wait a second. I've been harsh on Violet before, that's true. I admit it. But it was never without reason. It was always about pushing her to be better, to grow. I know I've come across as tough, but it was for her benefit. So please, I'm just asking that you listen for a moment and not judge me based on past mistakes. I see. Well, if you're willing to meet my terms, I might consider letting go of everything that's happened before. Terms? What do you mean by terms? It's actually quite simple. You've been involved with Whitney for quite a while now, haven't you? I want you to hand over all the evidence you've collected. Everything you have. Evidence? What are you even talking about? Are you seriously suggesting that I just hand over evidence that doesn't exist? No matter who you are or how important you think you are, there's nothing to give you here. Then I'll be forced to address the rumors about you and Whitney. Do you really want that to become a problem for you? But that's just gossip, nothing more. You can't possibly think that anyone would take these baseless rumors seriously. Sure, it's just a rumor. But you know how these things go, right? Not everyone can just brush them off. For some people, they're like a fire that won't die down until it's extinguished. I'm sure you know exactly who I'm talking about. Yeah, your wife, for instance. What are you even suggesting? Even if my wife hears these rumors, they're just that, rumors. They're not going to amount to anything. Are you really that confident? Let me paint you a picture. What if your wife does hear the rumor and, just to be sure, decides to hire a private investigator to look into it? The truth will come out pretty quickly, don't you think? And of course, I'm sure you're totally fine with that, right? So you're telling me that you want me to pretend like I had nothing to do with this? You want me to just say that it was all Whitney's fault and pretend I had no part in anything? If you're asking me to do that, then I'll consider your offer. You'd really be willing to throw everything away for a woman like Whitney? Someone so shallow who can barely string two sentences together without causing drama? It's laughable, really. You're making this out to be a choice between her and your actual life, your family, your future. But of course, you already know what's more important. All right, I see where this is going. We've made our deal then. I'll keep quiet about your involvement, but I'll hold on to the evidence just in case. Consider it my insurance for the future. Yes, absolutely. Please, I'm begging you, just keep it quiet. I'll do whatever you need. Just don't let this blow up in my face. I can't afford that right now. You've really made your choice, haven't you? You'd rather save face and protect your reputation than deal with the truth, no matter what the consequences are. It's almost pathetic how easily you're willing to sell out just to keep your dirty little secret buried. But fine, I'll play along for now. I will hold on to this evidence, though, just in case you decide to get cute again. And don't think I won't use it when the time's right. Of course. I'll do anything, I promise. You have my word. Just don't let it get out. Please, don't let my wife find out.
Whitney, I've got all the evidence of your wrongdoings. What the hell are you talking about? There's no such evidence. You're just making this up. Richard willingly handed it over. He agreed to give me all the proof on the condition that I don't expose you two for everything you've done to push employees out of the company. And I've also got evidence of the affairs within the office. What? You two have been plotting behind my back this whole time? How dare you? I wish it were as simple as you're making it sound. Damn it, that useless bastard! Do you know what I had to do to get close to that old man? Now, everything I've worked for is going to be ruined. You owe your current position to that man, right? So I think you're in no position to be talking bad about him. Shut up! And what about you, huh? That old man's been involved in all this from the start. You know this already. Don't act like you don't. Well, the condition for getting the proof was that. It means, ultimately, both I and Reiko-san will be the ones to take legal action against you. What? Why the hell am I the only one being dragged into this? I won't take the blame for all of this. It's not fair. You need to fix this. Well, it's possible to make Richard pay for his crimes too. Really? Then tell me quickly. It's simple, really. All we need to do is tell Richard's wife about the affair, and of course, we'll include all the proof of it. You're crazy! If you do that, I'll be screwed too! Think about it. How could I possibly come out of this unscathed? As for the misconduct, you can always shift the blame onto Richard. He's your superior, after all. You could easily say you were pressured into it, and it'll be convincing enough. Right. Since he's higher up, it wouldn't be strange if I couldn't refuse him. As for the affair, we could say it was forced on me by that old man, and that could work too. Exactly. Now, doesn't this all seem like it might just work out? I thought you were just a cold, work-focused woman, but I guess you've got a bit of a dark side to you too. I'm impressed. Thank you. Now, we need to act fast or it'll be too late. All right, I'm going now. Don't go anywhere until I'm back.
Hey! This isn't what we agreed on, is it? My wife knows about the affair now, doesn't she?
No, I haven't broken our agreement.
Then why does my wife know about it?
Now that you mention it, I heard from my husband that Whitney told your wife about the affair.
What? That woman with just a pretty face? What the hell is she doing?
She said that the affair and the miscarriage were forced on her by you. And because of that, my client is planning to file a formal lawsuit against you.
What the hell? What's that woman thinking? And on top of all that, my wife is saying she'll divorce me and take alimony. And if the company decides to sue me too...
Well, as for the alimony your wife is demanding, I can't say much. But as for me, Whitney tampered with my proposal without permission. She turned a blind eye to the reports from me and my employees, and not to mention the affair that's been going on within the company, right? At the very least, I believe you're looking at a dismissal with compensation claims for damages.
I gave you that information so that this wouldn't happen! Please, you have to do something! Help me!
Do something? Well, I don't think that's possible.
That's impossible! No way! If you speak up for me to Dave, then... If you do that, I swear I'll never go against you in the future, so please help me out!
Oh, I don't need promises like that. It's annoying to hear that from someone who's about to disappear from the company.
But this isn't right! If this continues, I'm finished!
But you've pushed so many employees, including myself, into a corner, haven't you? Using your position to take advantage of those asking for help.
Oh, but Whitney told me to do it. I'm not to blame.
I believe it's common sense to follow the instructions of someone higher up in the company, right? So if you were in that position, you could have stopped it all. You didn't, and that's the problem.
I didn't think of it that way.
What you're experiencing right now is the consequences of everything you've done. Consider it a lesson in how society works and accept it.
Whitney, thank you so much for providing the evidence and testifying. Because of you, it looks like I'll finally be able to take legal action against Richard.
Oh, no need to thank me. I'm a victim of that man too. So I'm more than happy to help take him down.
That means a lot. Now the only thing left is for me to file a lawsuit against you, and this farce will be over.
Wait, what? You're going to sue me?
You know the evidence Richard gave to my wife, right? I'm gonna use that to file a lawsuit against you! Not only for the corruption within the company, but also for the damage you caused my wife. When you consider all of that, criminal charges are a real possibility, so you better be prepared!
Wait a minute. Did you even listen to what I said? I'm a victim just like your wife, you know?
The evidence from Richard and testimonies from other employees already prove that you were the mastermind behind all of this, and you're still insisting you're a victim?
Yeah, that's right. Richard was just protecting himself by covering up for me. I'm sure other employees were forced into this by Richard too.
Richard's already facing criminal charges, including a claim for damages. Why on earth would he risk protecting an idiot like you?
You don't understand. There are people like that too, right? People who would cover for him.
If anyone's covering for Richard, they're also going to be dealt with. There's no way anyone would take that kind of risk just to protect him. At this point, there's no point in arguing. Just stop resisting.
I can't believe you're saying this. Wait, I've got it. If you don't sue me, I'll marry you in place of that ugly woman. Wouldn't you be happier marrying someone like me, a real beauty? So please, don't go ahead with the lawsuit.
Are you seriously suggesting that you, a hideous mess, take Violet's place? What a joke! There's not a single thing about you that even comes close to her, not even remotely.
What? You're calling me ugly? Are you out of your mind?
The one with a rotten attitude here is you! You tormented Violet and ruined the wedding she'd been looking forward to! And now you've got the nerve to speak so arrogantly to my wife? You're going to regret this.
Violet, please, help me! Your husband is ruining my life. It's over for me. Wait, what? Really? Oh my god, you're serious? I can't believe it. All my efforts, everything I've worked for, it finally paid off. Huh? What do you mean by that? I did exactly what you told me. I blamed that old man like you said. But now I'm being sued too? How was that supposed to be a good thing? You've been harassing me for the last 6 months since you came back from the overseas branch. You stole my proposal, you know that? You messed with my hard work. So what? What exactly are you trying to say now? On top of all that, you burned me and ruined my wedding. And now I'm facing dismissal from the company, a huge damages lawsuit, infidelity alimony, and don't forget the potential criminal charges for the injury you caused me. My life is literally over, and I guess that's just perfect, huh? Wait, this is no laughing matter. Before you moved here, everyone did what I told them to. It was heaven. But now, look at where I am. What happened? How did it happen? You thought you could manipulate everyone, use people for your own gain, but you completely misread the situation. You thought that was power, didn't you? You thought that was your strength, but you were wrong. It's not my fault they let me use them. I didn't do anything wrong. I was in charge. I had every right to do what I did. They were just weak. You didn't do anything wrong? Are you seriously saying that and still believing it? Of course I'm saying it. I was the most important person in that department. I made the calls. Anyone who disagreed with me was the one at fault, not me. Why can't you understand that? Enough with this delusional talk. You really thought that you could walk over everyone with your childish reasoning? You used your position to crush people, and you think you're in the right? Well, they didn't listen to me. I was just trying to make things happen. I was just trying to lead. Why can't you see that? Then listen to me now. I'm going to do what I said. I'm going to sue you for all the damage you've caused. And trust me, I'm not going to back down. You're not going to get away with this. Wait! Stop! Please don't do this. I'll apologize. I'll apologize for everything I've done. I didn't mean to hurt you. Please just don't make this worse for me. Am I the one making you suffer? You're the one who did this to yourself. You burned yourself, didn't you? And honestly, your burn looks like it's far worse than mine. You think this is funny? You think I'm just supposed to sit here and accept everything you've done to me? You're the one who caused all this chaos, and now you're laughing about it? Oh, come on. Don't act like you're some innocent victim. I'm not the one who made you mess with everyone. You did that on your own. All your manipulations, all the ways you tore people down, you brought this on yourself. And now you want to blame me? I don't think so. I'm not blaming you, but you're the one who's going to benefit from this, aren't you? You're the one who's going to walk away free while I'm left with nothing. How is that fair? How can you let this happen? Fair? You want fairness? You think fairness has anything to do with what's going on here? You messed with people, used them, pushed them to the edge, and now you're playing the victim? It doesn't work that way. I wasn't playing the victim. I was just trying to survive in that mess. I had to protect myself. But now everything's falling apart, and you're standing there telling me it's all my fault. How can you do this? It's not about fault anymore. It's about the consequences of what you've done. You can't run away from that. You can't blame others for what you've caused. You pushed people, manipulated them, and now you're suffering the consequences. There's no escaping that. You can't do this! You can't just end everything like this! I can't lose everything! I have to fight for my life! Please just give me a chance! You had your chances, but you chose to destroy everyone in your path. Now it's time for you to face the music. And trust me, you won't get away with this. You'll be held accountable, just like the rest of us. Please, I beg you. I didn't mean for any of this to happen. You don't understand. This is all Richard's fault. He's the one who set everything in motion. I'm just trying to survive here. I understand perfectly well. Richard isn't the one making excuses right now. You are. And I'm done with the lies, the manipulation, and the excuses. It's time for you to take responsibility for what you've done. The two individuals who had been sued both by the company and by myself were forced to face the consequences of their actions, and it was nothing short of a dramatic downfall. They found themselves burdened with massive compensation claims that they could never repay, and they were arrested as a result of the overwhelming evidence and the testimonies presented. It wasn't just a matter of legal trouble. The severity of their wrongdoings, both in terms of the financial damage caused and the malice behind their decisions, came to light in such a way that they had no escape from what they had done. The malicious intent, the underhanded schemes they had orchestrated, all became clear, and the repercussions were severe. Through the piles of evidence, from documents to witness accounts, the true depth of their ambition and their lack of morality was exposed. It wasn't just an isolated incident or a simple misunderstanding. No, what they had done was calculated, and it was clear that the damage they had caused was not just to individuals, but to a larger system. One that they had tried to manipulate for their own benefit. That's when the court handed down their verdicts, and the two of them found themselves facing prison sentences. They had both been judged by the law and by the very people they had tried to deceive, and now they would pay for it. I had told Whitney that I would visit her, and so I did. I brought with me a hot cup of tea, something I thought might offer a small comfort amidst the coldness of the situation. It's strange, isn't it? The woman I had once known, this person who was so proud, so confident, and so obsessed with her beauty, now looked like something from a nightmare. I walked into the room expecting something that resembled the Whitney I had once known, but what I found was so much more tragic. Her once stunning appearance had faded into something unrecognizable. She looked like a ghost of her former self, a hollow, empty shell, someone who had been completely drained of life. It was as if all the light had left her, and she was left only with the consequences of her actions. Her beauty, the thing she had always relied on, was now gone. She had clung to her looks for so long, using them as a tool to gain favor, to manipulate, and to control the people around her. But now, with that very thing taken from her, what was left? The answer was painfully clear. She had nothing but the weight of her actions, her lies, and the ruins of the life she had built on manipulation. There was no longer anyone around to admire her, no man to seek her out, no one to offer her the kind of attention she had once thrived on. She had lost it all, and with that, she was left to face the cold reality of what she had become. In many ways, I think this was the harshest punishment for Whitney. The world she had built around her beauty had vanished, and with it, her sense of power. She had always relied on the admiration and affection of others, but now she was alone, isolated in her downfall. In her attempt to control the people around her, she had failed to build any real lasting relationships, and now, with nothing left to hold on to, she was forced to reckon with the emptiness of it all. I think that, in many ways, this is the most fitting punishment she could have received, losing her beauty, her pride, and her sense of identity. There was nothing left for her to cling to. It was a punishment that seemed almost poetic in its simplicity. As for Richard, his fate was no better. After everything that happened, he too was left with nothing but the weight of his actions. The arrest, the legal battles, the financial penalties, these were just the start. He also lost the most important relationship in his life, his marriage. His wife, unable to continue living with the shame and embarrassment of his actions, filed for divorce. The man who had once been a partner in crime, a man who had built his life on wealth and status, was now a shell of that former self. He lost everything: his wife, his career, his reputation, and he now waits. A prisoner of his own making. From what I've heard, he spends his days waiting for the end of his sentence, disconnected from the world, resigned to his fate. There's no joy, no ambition, no future for him now. He is just marking time, waiting for his inevitable release. But even then, it's hard to imagine what kind of life he can build after everything that has been destroyed. While Whitney and Richard sank further into their misery, our lives continued to move forward. Dave and I remained focused on our work, our careers, and our future together. Though the world around us had changed, and the events with Whitney and Richard had left their mark on us, we found strength in each other and in the lives we were building. There were challenges, of course, but we never let them define us. We moved forward, hand in hand, facing the ups and downs together. Dave has been working diligently as the vice president of the company, learning everything he can in preparation for his future as president. His commitment to his work, his drive to improve, and his sense of responsibility inspire me every day. I am so proud of the man he has become. He works tirelessly, studying the ins and outs of the business, understanding the intricacies of leadership, and learning how to make decisions that will impact the future of the company. I have no doubt that he will be an incredible president one day, but for now, I see him as my partner, my equal, and someone I can always count on. As for me, I found my own sense of fulfillment in my work. Whitney and Richard's departure from the planning department has given me the chance to shine in ways I never could before. Their toxic influence had made the work environment unbearable, but now that they're gone, I feel a sense of freedom. I'm able to do my job with confidence, to collaborate with others, and to contribute in ways that feel meaningful. The department has become a place of growth and positivity, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to be a part of it. Without the distractions of their drama, I've been able to focus on the things that matter: my work, my career, and my future with Dave. Though we are both incredibly busy, Dave and I have learned to cherish the time we do have together. We're constantly working. And there are days when it feels like we're passing ships in the night, but we make it work. We find moments to connect, whether it's a quick dinner, a shared moment of laughter, or just a quiet evening at home. Our relationship has grown stronger as a result of the challenges we face together. We've learned to appreciate the small things, the fleeting moments, and the time we have with one another. And as for the wedding that Whitney had ruined, we finally had the chance to do it all over again, in our own way. It wasn't the grand spectacle we had originally planned, but in many ways, it was better. It was a day filled with love, joy, and the people who truly mattered to us. We were able to celebrate our union, reaffirm our commitment to one another, and take a moment to reflect on how far we had come. It was a small, intimate celebration, but it was ours, truly ours. And in that moment, I knew that I had everything I had ever wanted. With Dave by my side, I can confidently say that I'm proud to be his wife. It's a title I wear with honor, knowing that we've overcome so much together. The obstacles, the setbacks, and the challenges we faced have only made our relationship stronger. We've learned to trust each other, to lean on each other, and to always be there when the other needs support. There's no one I would rather face the future with than Dave. As we look toward the future, I'm filled with hope and excitement. We've come so far, and though there may be more challenges ahead, I know that we will face them together. We've built something strong, something unshakable, and I'm confident that whatever comes our way, we'll be ready. We have the strength, the love, and the determination to tackle anything that life throws at us. And with that, I am truly happy. The past has shaped us, but it doesn't define us. We are writing our own story now, one filled with love, growth, and the promise of a bright future. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
I want to sincerely thank you for everything you did yesterday. If you hadn't been there to help me, I truly can't imagine how things might have turned out. It could have been a very dire situation for me, and I'm incredibly grateful that you were there when I needed assistance the most.
I really didn't do anything out of the ordinary, to be honest. I'm just relieved to hear that you're okay and that everything turned out fine in the end. That's what really matters.
No, really, you went above and beyond by even taking me all the way to the hospital. Considering it was so early in the morning and on a road with hardly anyone around, I honestly feel like I've been given a second chance at life. I've been dealing with a medical condition for some time, and I sometimes have episodes that can be quite serious.
I understand now. It's a relief to know that I was able to be there for you when it counted.
But still, I can't help but wonder what you were doing out at such an hour in the first place. It's not a time when most people are on the streets.
Well, I work as a night janitor. It just so happened that my shift ended around the time I found you.
That makes sense. Working those kinds of hours must be incredibly tough on you. I can imagine how exhausting it must be to finish up your work and then have to deal with the challenges of getting home at that hour. I also happened to have a late shift myself yesterday, which is why I was out at that time. I know it's not good for my health, but I thought I could take a shortcut through that narrow back road.
Please, truly, don't worry about it. I simply did what anyone would have done in that situation. It felt like the right thing to do.
To say it's something anyone would have done is a bit of an overstatement. In today's world, where so many people seem indifferent to the struggles of others, it gives me great hope to know that there are kind-hearted individuals like you out there. As someone who might be getting on in years, I have to say that this experience made me realize that the world is not entirely a lost cause. There are still people who care.
Oh no, please don't say such nice things about me. I'm really just an ordinary person.
I'm truly grateful for your kindness. Thank you again for everything you did for me. I would love to treat you to something to show my appreciation. Maybe a meal or coffee sometime?
Honestly, there's no need for that. You can't even delete my contact information right away if that makes you feel more comfortable.
That's not an option. If you don't let me express my gratitude properly, I might end up messaging you every night to thank you endlessly.
Well, is that really necessary? I don't want to burden you with my presence. However, I have my younger brother's wedding to attend tomorrow, so I need to wake up early. Maybe today isn't the best time to discuss this further, unfortunately.
What? Is that really the case? As it turns out, I have my daughter's wedding tomorrow, too. What an incredible coincidence.
Oh, really? That is indeed quite a coincidence. I'm sorry. Then I should probably let you go so you can prepare for that.
Oh, yes, I'm really sorry for holding you up with this conversation. Well then, good night to my lifesaver.
Why is that?
Wow, what an incredible coincidence! I can't believe that today's wedding is for your brother and my daughter! I apologize for not introducing myself sooner. I'm Parker, Bria's father.
Oh, I'm sorry for the late introduction as well. I'm Jolie, Kai's older sister.
I can hardly believe it. I had no idea that Kai had such a wonderful sister. Why didn't he ever mention you? He told me he was an only child.
Wait, Kai said that? I find that surprising. He must have wanted to keep his past a secret.
Yes, I heard that he lost his parents when he was in middle school and had to fend for himself from then on. That's quite impressive. When I learned about his story, I was moved to tears.
Really? That's understandable. It's a difficult journey, and I admire his resilience. He's been through so much at a young age, yet he has managed to stay strong.
Exactly. It takes a lot of strength to overcome such hardships. I can only imagine the struggles he faced alone. I feel lucky that he found someone like Bria who can bring joy into his life.
Yes, Bria is a bright light for him. I think they complement each other perfectly. They both deserve happiness after everything they've been through.
Absolutely.
By the way, I should mention that I have some preparations to attend to, so I will have to excuse myself for now.
Of course, I completely understand. We can catch up later. I'm just so grateful to think that I get to become part of your family, knowing how much you mean to Kai.
The feeling is mutual. I'm really looking forward to it. I don't recall ever inviting someone like you, a night janitor or a woman of your low status, to this wedding. My husband also says he has no memory of being raised by you either. Honestly, what were you thinking, suddenly pouring wine on me like that? Well, it was you who sent out the invitation, wasn't it? Huh? That kind of invitation was merely a formality.
I certainly didn't mean it. I don't genuinely want you to be here. I want to make it clear that even if we're related by obligation, I have no intention of letting someone like you become part of our family.
What about Kai? Does he feel the same way about this?
That's exactly it. Kaya said that he doesn't remember being raised by you either. He finds it frustrating that you act as if you have some parental authority over him.
That's simply...
Well, it's understandable, right? He's an elite businessman working for a major trading company, and I'm the only daughter of the chairman of the McDillon Group. It makes perfect sense that he wouldn't want to get involved with someone like you.
Why would you say such a thing about me?
You're nothing but a disgrace to the family. Don't you see that? I don't care if you believe you raised Kai or not. Just look at yourself. You appear shabby, and let's face it, you're not exactly attractive either. The thought of you trying to join a family like ours, which is full of prominent and respected individuals, is frankly laughable.
I'm not trying to join your family at all. My only intention is to witness my brother's wedding properly. It's a significant day for him, and I want to be there to support him.
That's the exact reason why Kai is refusing you. Are you genuinely trying to go against his wishes and do something he doesn't want?
It's not about going against him, but even just watching from a distance is important to me. I just want to be there for him, even if I'm not directly involved in the festivities.
Just your presence alone as a woman who looks so out of place will ruin the entire atmosphere of the venue. Instead of making a scene or struggling with this, why don't you just accept the reality? You're an adult, right?
Wait a minute, can we talk about this?
No, there's nothing more to say. You need to leave. This isn't a place where you belong. If you don't get out of here quickly, I might just take it upon myself to pour an entire bottle of wine over you next time.
Fine, I'll go home. You won't have to worry about me anymore.
Good, I'm glad to hear that. And just so you know, I'll be cutting ties with you as well. You should promise not to come near me or Kai ever again. I don't want to see you around us.
I just wanted to be part of the family in some way, especially for Kai's sake.
Don't flatter yourself. You're delusional if you think you can just waltz in and be part of our lives. You don't understand the world we live in. Kai deserves better than to be associated with someone like you.
I never wanted to impose or create trouble for anyone. I just hope that maybe, at least for today, I could celebrate this special occasion with him.
It's too late for that now. You should have thought about this before showing up here. The invitation was nothing more than a polite gesture, and I won't let you ruin this day for my family. You need to realize that there are boundaries you cannot cross, and you've clearly crossed one by being here.
I just wanted to support him.
Well, you've done enough by making things uncomfortable. Now go. We don't need your kind around.
Understood. I'll leave.
Good. Remember what I said. Don't come back, and don't think about trying to reach out to Kai or me again.
Hey, what was that all about? You said something like that and then started calling me repeatedly. I'm currently on a bus, so I can't pick up the phone right now.
A bus? Then turn around and come back to the next bus stop immediately.
Wait, are you telling me to come back right now?
Yes, just do what I say and get back here. If you really want, you can even take a plane to get here. I'll cover any transportation costs, no problem at all.
I'm really confused right now. What's going on? This is all so sudden.
Do you know my dad or something?
Well, I mean, we're acquaintances, sort of. I think it's complicated, but... Oh, I get it. It must be because I'm not around.
Why didn't you say that sooner? Your dad is looking for you.
Can't you just say you felt unwell and went home? It seems like that would be the easiest solution.
But it's already been established that Kai doesn't have a sister. How can a non-existent person suddenly claim to be feeling unwell? That doesn't make any sense.
Then just convince them that she doesn't exist. You could easily explain that away.
My dad completely believes in your existence. He's saying things like, the person herself said she's Kai's sister. She's not the kind of person who would lie. I I never thought that you two would know each other. Honestly, if I had just made up a bunch of stories, it would have spiraled completely out of control.
It seems like this situation has turned incredibly complicated, hasn't it? I never intended for any of this to happen.
Now it's at the point where it'll be too late if you don't show up in person. So please, I'm really begging you, come back right now. It's urgent.
Wait a second. That guy was from the McDilling Group's venue? I completely forgot about that after being shocked by the wine incident. He's quite a significant person, isn't he?
What are you mumbling about? Just hurry and come back already. Don't you want to see Kai's wedding? It's a monumental day for him, and you should be there.
No, I've decided to keep my distance from Kai. I might have been too involved in his life, and maybe that was a mistake. I don't want to complicate things further.
No, I don't care about that. Just hurry up and get here. You don't have a choice in this matter. You have to come back, and you need to face this situation head on.
Oh, speaking of which, I just got a message from him. Excuse me for a moment while I read this.
Huh? No, wait! Don't ignore what I just said. This is important. Listen, if you don't come back right now, everything will spiral out of control. My dad is worried sick about you. He's been trying to find you, and the last thing you want is for him to think something terrible has happened.
Jolie, where on earth have you gone? Bria and Kai are saying such strange things about you not existing.
I'm sorry, it's just that a lot has happened.
I'm so relieved. I was starting to think you were just a mirage or something.
No, I'm not a mirage at all. I really am Kai's sister.
Then why did you disappear from the wedding? If you're truly his sister, you are his only family. To leave before the ceremony even started is quite strange.
It's difficult to explain, but let me show you a message from Bria.
Wait, is it true? Did Bria really say such things?
Yes, I've only met her about 2 times, but it seems like she holds quite a grudge against me.
I can't believe Bria would say something like this. This is my fault. I must have been too lenient with her.
She probably has a bad impression of me based on what Kai told her.
From what I can see in your exchanges, it looks like you were splashed with wine? I'm so sorry. I'll cover the cleaning costs. No, the compensation costs. Actually, I'll make it up to you by gifting you a whole new wardrobe.
Oh no, that would only complicate things for me. Besides, my dress was cheap anyway.
No, I insist on compensating you. I can't think of how to properly apologize.
Please don't worry about it. I'm used to being treated this way. It seems Kai really disliked me for a long time too.
This isn't just about the wedding anymore. I need to lecture those two. How dare they insult someone as admirable as you?
Please wait a moment. I'm fine with this.
I can't accept that. Listen, you have every right to feel hurt by what happened. This is unacceptable behavior on their part, especially towards you. You are Kai's sister, and you deserve respect at his wedding, a day that should be filled with joy, not insults.
I understand how you feel, but confronting them right now might not lead to anything productive. It might just escalate the situation further.
But they can't just get away with this. It's infuriating to think about how they treated you, and as family, I should be defending you. You deserve better than that, especially from people who are supposed to care about you.
You're right, but I'm afraid that if I make a big scene, it might cause more issues for Kai on his special day. I don't want to be the reason for any drama or tension during his wedding.
You're thinking too much about others' feelings. What about yours? You're the one who was humiliated. It's important to stand up for yourself. Kai should know what his fiancée did to his sister. He needs to understand that this kind of treatment is unacceptable no matter the circumstance.
I really do appreciate your concern and support, but I don't want to make things worse for Kai. He's been through so much, and I don't want to add more stress on his wedding day.
I completely understand your desire to protect him, but this is also about you. You shouldn't have to endure humiliation silently. Family should support each other, and that includes speaking up when something is wrong.
I know you're trying to help, and it means a lot to me. It's just that I'm not sure if now is the right time. Maybe after the ceremony, I can address this with Kai and Bria.
No, you shouldn't wait. The sooner you confront this, the better. If you don't address it now, it might continue to fester and cause more problems later on. You deserve to be acknowledged as part of this family, not pushed aside.
You're making a strong point. Maybe I have been too passive about all of this. I should take a stand for myself and make it clear that this behavior is unacceptable. I just wish I knew how to approach it without creating a scene.
Trust me, I'll be right by your side. We can confront them together. I'll help you. You shouldn't have to do this alone.
Thank you. It feels good to know I have your support. I won't let them disrespect me anymore.
Bria, you have done something absolutely outrageous. You insulted Jolie, splashed wine on her, and chased her out of the venue? She saved my life, and yet you...
No, but I didn't think she would be your acquaintance. Besides, she seemed so gloomy and her outfit looked cheap. I thought she wouldn't be suitable for our family. I was doing it for the good of the family.
For the good of the family? This isn't just about the family. This is a disgrace to the entire MacDillion group. Do you know what our group's biggest policy is?
To make as much money as possible, maybe?
Is there such a policy? No, it's not that. Our policy is to repay the kindness shown to us.
I think I've heard something like that before.
We, the MacDillion family, value the act of returning a favor more than anything else. The belief is that by returning a favor twofold, everyone becomes happy, right? To repay a favor with ingratitude is utterly unacceptable. It's an unprecedented and the worst possible act.
So, you didn't even know that I had a favor to repay. Besides, she's just a night janitor. She has nothing to do with the MacDillion group.
No, she does have a connection to the MacDillion group. She saved me yesterday when I collapsed from a seizure.
Huh?
If she hadn't taken me to the hospital, I would have been done for. If the top person in our group were to vanish, the MacDillion group would collapse like a house of cards. In other words, she saved not just me, but the entire MacDillion group.
But that doesn't mean we should associate with someone like her.
Right now, you and Kai are the only ones who are truly at the bottom. You both seem to look down on people based on their jobs, but that is a huge mistake. A person's value is determined by their actions. Don't forget that.
If I had known the circumstances, I would never have acted like that. I'll reflect on it properly. Isn't that good enough?
No, that's not good enough. I'm cutting all ties with you as a father.
What? Why?
It's only natural. As the chairman and as your father, I can't allow this to slide. I realize now that I may have spoiled you too much. I've only been thinking about repaying the favor of bringing you into this world.
Wait a minute. You can't just sever ties all of a sudden. Don't you love me? I'm your daughter.
Because I love you, it's sometimes necessary to distance myself. Your arrogant personality is definitely my fault.
No, you're absolutely overreacting. I can't accept this.
I'm very disappointed in both of you. I've already made up my mind. Do you understand?
Wait!
You don't understand the gravity of this situation, do you? It's not just about you or me. It's about our family and the reputation of the MacDillion Group. Do you have any idea how hard I worked to build this reputation? And now you just throw it away with a single thoughtless act. You need to start taking responsibility for your actions, Bria.
I didn't mean to ruin anything. I was just trying to protect our family. I thought it was for the best.
By demeaning someone who saved my life, that's not protecting anything. That's betrayal. It's crucial to recognize who truly deserves respect, regardless of their job or status. Do you honestly think that wealth and position define a person's worth?
I just wanted to keep the family image intact. That's why I reacted that way. I thought if we distance ourselves from her, we would be better off.
Better off? You've only brought shame upon us. What do you think will happen if word gets out about your actions? The media will jump on it, and the scandal will reflect poorly on our group.
But I didn't think it would go this far.
That's the problem. You didn't think at all. You acted rashly without considering the consequences. Do you realize that your actions could have jeopardized everything I've worked for?
But it's not like I intended to hurt anyone. I thought I was doing the right thing.
Sometimes the right thing isn't as clear as you think. You need to look beyond yourself and consider the bigger picture.
I'm trying, I really am. I just didn't know.
Well, now you know. And because of your ignorance, you're facing the consequences.
This can't be happening. You're my father. You can't just throw me away like this.
It seems that's exactly what I must do, Bria, for your own good and for the good of the MacDillion Group.
Hey, Jolie, I'm really sorry. I had no idea that your father was saved by you. If I had known, I would never have done something like that. Really.
Suddenly apologizing like this means your father really got angry, right?
It's not just that he got angry. He cut ties with me. You know that's going to cause trouble for you too, right?
Me? Why would it trouble me?
Because if this goes on, Kai can become part of the MacDillion Group, you know? You should definitely not let that opportunity slip away.
I've never thought about it that way. All I want is for Kai to be happy. If he wants to distance himself from me, then that's fine by me.
Kai doesn't feel that way anymore. He says he wants to get along with you again.
That's because of the situation we're in, right? Deep down, he probably thinks of me as a bottom feeder. I've noticed for a while that Kai has been getting annoyed with me.
That doesn't matter now. Just tell me how much you want.
Huh?
Just tell me how much you want. You want money, right? How much would it take for you to forgive me?
This isn't about forgiveness. I've already decided to withdraw on my own. I didn't raise Kai to put any obligations on him.
This is so annoying. I don't care about those kinds of poses. You want money, right? If not, then what is it?
Do you think everything can be solved with money and power?
Huh? That's how it actually is, isn't it? You're probably going to bring up compensation or damages later anyway. So, just say how much you want. I have enough savings to give you something.
I don't need money, just understand that. There are problems that cannot be solved with money or power.
Huh? So what should I do? What do you want from me? Tell me!
You can't do anything. All you can do is accept the situation.
What the? Just accept the money and that's it, right? I really don't get this. What's wrong with you? Then what do you want?
I don't want anything. I don't care about myself. I just want Kai to be happy.
Then right now, Kai's in a big pinch, you know? Because of your father, the wedding is about to be canceled and he's being charged for the cost, so he's not happy at all. Moreover, there are many people from his workplace coming to the wedding, and this could affect his social reputation. If you want him to be happy, you have to do something about this.
For him to be happy, he needs to grow as a person. To grow, he has to reflect on himself and become someone who can genuinely think about his actions.
Huh? So you're saying you'll abandon him while saying it's for Kai's sake? What a great foster parent you are. No wonder he hates you.
I don't care if I'm hated or what happens to me. I'm sure Kai will realize his own shortcomings and be able to grow again. And you, Bria, can do the same.
Huh? Who do you think you are, acting so high and mighty?
Your father wants you to grow too. He may be very meddlesome and persistent, but I think he's a loving and good father.
What do you know? Don't act like you understand everything. This is ridiculous. You all are just cold parents.
Bria, please take care of Kai. If social repercussions come for you two, the only allies you'll have are each other.
Shut up! I don't care about that. You're his foster parent, right? Then help him.
No, I can't. Didn't he say it himself? He doesn't remember being raised by me.
What do you mean you can't help? You raised him. You should know what's best for him.
It's not that simple. I can't interfere anymore. He has to realize things on his own.
Then what's the point of raising him if you're just going to let him drown? You've lost your chance to help him, and now you're just going to sit back and watch him fail.
Sometimes, stepping back is the best way to help someone grow. He has to learn from this experience, even if it's painful. That's how he'll become stronger.
You're saying you'd let him struggle and not intervene? That's so selfish. You have to get involved.
Selfish? You're the one being selfish here. You think throwing money at a problem will make it go away. Real growth requires more than just a financial solution.
Then what do you want from me? You're acting like you have all the answers.
It's not about me having all the answers. It's about Kai finding his own path. He needs to understand the value of his relationships, not just his career.
You really think he cares about that right now? He's worried about his future, and you're talking about relationships?
I do think that. If he values his relationships, he'll understand that success is more than just a paycheck. It's about the people you surround yourself with.
You're impossible. You're sitting here judging me while your so-called wisdom is doing nothing to help him.
I'm not judging you. I'm trying to make you see the bigger picture. If you care about Kai, you'll let him figure this out.
You're just trying to avoid responsibility. What kind of parent does that?
A parent who knows when to step back. Sometimes the hardest thing to do is to let go. I want him to learn to stand on his own feet.
You're so full of it. You think you know what's best for him, but you don't.
No, you're wrong. I'm not saying I know what's best. I'm saying that he needs to find his own way. If he never learns that, he'll never truly be happy.
What if he loses everything in the process? What if he never recovers from this?
That's a risk we all take in life. It's painful, but sometimes the most important lessons come from our failures.
You're seriously deluded. This isn't some grand philosophy. This is about real life.
And in real life, people need to learn from their mistakes. If you keep coddling him, you're not doing him any favors.
You just don't get it. This is about his happiness. You're jeopardizing that.
No, I'm prioritizing his long-term happiness over temporary comfort. He needs to face the consequences of his actions.
You're so frustrating. I can't believe you're taking this stance right now.
It's frustrating for me too, but it's necessary. We can't keep pretending that everything will work out just because we want it to.
This is unreal. I never thought you'd be this cold-hearted.
I'm not cold-hearted. I care about Kai deeply, which is why I'm taking this stance.
Then why can't you just help him out this one time? Just this once?
Because it wouldn't be a true help. It would be enabling his avoidance of responsibility. I won't be a part of that.
Ugh, I can't deal with this. I'm so done with you and your so-called wisdom.
I'm not asking you to agree with me. I'm asking you to understand. This is for Kai's sake.
I don't care! He needs your help now!
No, he needs to learn, and I won't stand in the way of that growth.
You're infuriating! You're nothing but a coward hiding behind your ideals!
If standing up for what I believe in makes me a coward, then so be it. I want what's best for him in the long run.
What you think is best is ruining his life right now!
No, what's ruining his life is not understanding the value of responsibility and relationships.
I'm done! I can't keep arguing with someone who refuses to see reason!
Then maybe you should consider what I'm saying instead of dismissing it so easily.
I'm not going to listen to you! You've lost all credibility with me!
That's fine, but when you see the consequences of your actions, don't say I didn't warn you.
Jolie, I truly apologize for what happened this time. My daughter's actions stemmed from my own shortcomings as her father. I want to express my sincerest apologies.
No, please wait. The situation is the responsibility of both Bria and Kai. As parents, neither of us can be blamed solely. Well, I am her guardian, but I am actually her sister.
But still, I owe a debt of gratitude for saving my life, so I must find a way to show my appreciation to you.
Your enthusiasm for repaying that debt is remarkable. I understand. Well then, I will graciously accept your gratitude.
Thank you so much. Since it might be worrisome for you to be alone with me, I would like to invite you to join us with acquaintances.
You are very considerate in that regard, as expected of you.
Oh, it's only natural. I can't let you feel like you have to worry about such things.
That's true. Then I will take you up on your offer. Let's discuss parenting. Raising a child is filled with challenges and joys. There are moments of happiness, but there are also times when you feel lost, wondering if you're doing the right thing. Each child is unique, and what works for one may not work for another. It's essential to be flexible and open-minded, to truly understand their needs and emotions. Establishing a good line of communication with your child is crucial. They need to feel that they can talk to you about anything without fear of judgment. Creating a safe space for them fosters trust and strengthens the bond between parent and child. It encourages them to share their thoughts and feelings, which can help in their emotional development. Being a parent is not just about providing, it's about being present in their lives and actively participating in their journey. It can be demanding, but it's incredibly rewarding. Now I'm a bit short on time here, so let's make a date to meet and talk a lot more.
Sounds like a plan. Thank you, Jolie.
The wedding between Bria and Kai was called off, leaving behind the plans, the dreams, and most notably, the monetary gifts that had been generously given in anticipation of their union. In the wake of this, all those gifts were returned, and the extravagant expenses associated with the event, which had been meticulously planned, now falls solely on the shoulders of the couple. It's hard to imagine the burden they now carry, especially after having lost both their jobs and social positions. They've been left with little choice but to start over from scratch. With no safety net, they found themselves in a cheap apartment, isolated from the world they once knew, clinging to each other as their only means of support. I've heard rumors that they've taken up the very night jobs they once looked down on so dismissively. It's strange to think about them in that light now. I can't say I know how they feel about it, but there's a part of me that hopes this experience will serve as a lesson in humility. There is no such thing as a lowly profession, after all, and perhaps this will be the hard-earned lesson they needed. I don't expect it to happen overnight, but sometimes the most painful experiences lead to the most profound changes in one's outlook on life. Since then, I've kept in touch with the chairman of McDillon, a man I once considered a trusted associate. We've exchanged a few words now and then, and occasionally we talk about Kai and Bria. Despite everything that has happened, we can't seem to fully serve our concerns about them. The ties may have been broken, but the worry hasn't gone away. In a way, we are still tethered to them, even though we no longer have any formal connection. It's a strange feeling, having someone so close in your life, only to see them tumble down a path you never expected. And yet, still caring for them, still hoping they'll somehow find their way. I won't pretend that it's easy to stay away. Every part of me wants to step in, offer help, and try to fix things for them, but I know that would be a mistake. We've all made our share of mistakes in the past, and now it's their turn to learn from theirs. As much as I want to offer them a hand, I've come to realize that doing so would ultimately hinder their growth. They need to learn the hard way that no one is going to hand them a life on a silver platter. They need to rebuild everything themselves. It's a harsh truth, but one that will ultimately serve them better in the long run. So, for now, I'm choosing to support them in a different way, quietly, from the shadows. I'll watch from afar, hoping they find their footing and discover the strength within themselves to rise again. It's not about rescuing them, it's about giving them the space to make their own decisions, to figure out who they are now that everything they once knew is gone. It's a painful process, but sometimes that's the only way forward. I know that starting over is never easy. It's terrifying, to be honest, to watch your life unravel and feel like you're starting at square one with nothing but your own determination to carry you forward. It takes an immense amount of courage to face that. But it's also an opportunity for personal growth. This adversity, as much as it might hurt, can shape them into stronger individuals. They may not see it now, but in time, they'll understand that this is where the real transformation begins. The struggle, the pain, and the challenges. They will be the forge in which their new selves are created. My hope is that, through their struggles, they will come to realize what truly matters in life. It's easy to get lost in the pursuit of wealth, status, or marital success, but those things don't define us. What matters is the relationships we build, the integrity we carry, and the ability to rise above the circumstances we face. As they navigate this challenging chapter in their lives, I wish them strength, resilience, and courage. They may not see it yet, but this hardship is the beginning of a new and more meaningful journey. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.